You there, traveler. You look as adventurous as my taste buds. Care to help the greatest chef in Tamriel with an urgent task?
Oh, hello again. What brings you to the Vine District? I hoped to see you again, my friend. But I need to prepare for the Dreyfa. The Elders really must deal with the strife that has come between the circles. You know, that's not a bad idea. Few outsiders are permitted to attend the council meetings. But you can attest to what we saw at Tuin. The Firesong Circle is willing to use force to gather the 3 sacred seeds. And that's just wrong. The last Druid King gave 1 seed to each circle long ago. He also gave us a prophecy, the Dream of Kasserine. Some Druids consider it a warning, but Archdruid Orlaith and others believe it's a call to action. Meet me at the Telling Stone, the landmark near the center of the island. It would be easier to simply show you the prophecy, and it's close to Dreyfa Dell. Besides, there's someone at the stone you should meet.
There you are. Laurel, may I escort you to the Dreyfa?
My thanks, Stefan. I have much to tell you. But I promise to show our friend here the Telling Stone along the way.
Of course. We'll see you at the Telling Stone, friend.
Taking that aroma, folks. That's the Chef Razi's guarantee. You there, traveler. You look as adventurous as my taste.
I'm turning into a tree. A tree, Octon!
At least your bark is beautiful. I got turned into a floaty...
See this? I'm covered in bark. I'm turning into a tree. Druid Fennis is doing his best to determine the nature of the curse, but we're going to need more help. I'd give everything we ever stole to fix this. My cousin, Octon, over there, that's how this happened. We went to procure equipment from Fawn's Thicket. Octon picked up a stone tablet, but he's as graceful as a drunk sow when he's figuring out our profits. He dropped it and poof! Look at him! We have to break the curse. Druid Fennis is trying to figure out what that entails, but he can't do it alone. I'm covered in bark, and Octon's got no body. We could really use some help. Don't make me beg. Please. You're willing to help? That's perfect! I'm not really sure about Druid Fennis, and Octon usually handles the logistics. I was worried I was going to have to rely on myself, and that never turns out well. Talk to the Druid, see if he has any ideas. Octon's always been the thinker. I'm the impulsive one, so when the tablet broke and Octon disappeared into a ball of energy, I thought he got vaporized. I went to pick up the broken pieces of stone before I even realized what I was doing. I started to turn into a tree and I panicked. I suppose Octon took the brunt of the curse since he transformed immediately. I'm changing slowly. Maybe that means the tablet blames me more. I don't know. Maybe because I didn't stop Octon from breaking it, or that we procured it without asking permission. I don't know how any druid magic works. That's why we asked Fennis to help. He's a druid. He knows about this stuff. He grumbled something about his responsibilities as a Stone Lord druid. If you ask me, I think he's hoping to convince us to give back all the equipment we took. Procured. He probably knows the druid it belongs to. But she left it to rot. No idea. Seems fairly irresponsible to me. Anyone could just pick it up, break it, and get cursed. Maybe she wanted to keep people like Octon and me from stealing her research? Druid Fennis said he might be able to help, so we're letting him. Fawn's Thicket. Some druid went there to study the fawns and left all her things behind. It's a little old and outdated, but our fence said we could get a good price for whatever we brought him. Not stealing, procuring. That old place is abandoned. The druids are content to just let nature claim it. But there's someone on this island who will pay a lot of gold for some dusty journals and stuff. We couldn't pass up the opportunity. This adventurer agreed to help us. Does that help solve our problem?
An adventurer, eh? That explains the boots.
An adventurer? Come here, I'll tell you how to help. It's good of you to offer to help, outsider. Fire and foliage, that's the key to reversing the curse. If we repair what's broken, then the curse will be lifted. At least, that's what I can make out from the text carved into this stone. Heat to prepare the sap, and sap to bind the stone. The inscription mentions those two ingredients at length. I'll send Jocelyn to an area outside of Embervine. The lava pools there create fire shards, rocks that retain extreme heat. Meet Jocelyn near Embervine. I'll give her a spell to retrieve a fire shard, but she shouldn't touch them herself. Even with the spell, she's too flammable in her current state. After that, meet Octon near the sacred tree to the north to get the sap. I need to continue to work on the translation. There's something about this text. A word I can't translate. From the way the sentence lines up, it's nothing good. This curse is already potent enough. I'm worried about what else it might do. I hoped that this would be simple, but no. The writing is complex and made all the harder to translate because of the broken stone. Find Jocelyn by the lava pools to the east, near Embervine. Then go north to meet Octon by the sacred tree. It's in an obscure druidic script. Luckily, I've made a study of such writing. This one, however, is different. I have no idea what it was doing with Druid Modena's things. It would be a lot easier if they hadn't cracked the tablet, I assure you. An elder in the Stone Lore Circle. She used to study the fawns, but one day she decided she was finished, left all her equipment behind. These two tried to help themselves to it, and look what happened. But I'll figure out how to break this curse. I resolved to help them before I even knew how this tablet came into their possession. This curse is druidic in nature, so it must be a druid who undoes it. Whatever Jocelyn and Octan's past intentions, they don't deserve this fate. The writing on the tablet is in an ancient druidic script. It would take a Mages Guild wizard too much time to decipher it and understand the process needed to break the curse. Octan and Jocelyn don't have long before the change becomes permanent. I know. It's my sincere hope that they'll return the tablet and anything else they stole once this ordeal is over. And hopefully, this will teach them to avoid druidic sites in the future.
Here, let's talk about getting a fire shard. My ideas rarely work out for the best, but I can tell that getting you involved was one of my better ones. That's a fire shard out there, just what Druid Venice wants. But you'll need to get it, unless you want me to go up like kindling. With the freezing spell the Druid gave me, be careful, there's just the one. Look, I'm not getting close to the lava, not like this. So you take the spell, it will cool down the fire shard without extinguishing it. Make it safe to carry, for a while. I'm not a druid. How should I know how long the stupid spell will last? Just be quick and everything should be fine. I'll wait right here. You did it! Now grab the shard and get back here. I saw how you cast that spell. You're a natural. How's the fire shard? Not too hot, I hope? No, you're not screaming or bursting into flames or anything. The druid spell worked, just like he promised it would. Next, I head back to the druid and Fawn's thicket while you go north and meet Octon. He can point out the sacred tree where you need to gather the sap from. The druid told him, or maybe he could sense it with his new glowing ball of light abilities. I don't know. All I know is you should hurry to the north and find him. He shouldn't be left alone for too long. Octon's usually really level-headed and focused. You may not believe it, but he's the brains behind all our exploits. Something happened to him, though. More than becoming a sprite. It's like he can't think straight for more than a few moments. Just what I said. Whatever happened to his mind when the curse started, it's getting worse. Right now, I'm worried he couldn't remember his own name if his life depended on it. I miss my cousin.
Druid said to follow the stream. Or was it the trees? Well, I followed something and I spotted you, so this must be the right spot. I think. I hope. How are you? Sure. I mean, I think so. The trees all look the same, so the sap must be the same too, right? Try that one over there. With those fancy hands of yours, it should be easy to acquire. At least if the forest wraiths don't try to kill you. Forest wraiths? Where? No, I'm not floating a lichen's width farther. You can fight those horrible forest spirits on your own. You've still got all your limbs after all. The sap tree is just over there in that cave. Don't get squashed like a bug. again. How do I do that, I wonder? See you, I mean. Oh, wait, sap! You were looking for sap. Did you find any? What makes sap sacred, I wonder? Druids are so funny. Oh no! Jocelyn! I just remembered. She's turning into a tree! We need to get back to Druid Finis. He's going to save her. And maybe me! Druid Finis? He's not here. He's back at Fawn's Thicket. But how come the tree didn't curse you? If I took some sap, it would have blasted me 6 ways to Sundas. Sundas? Is it Sundas already? I thought it was still mid-year. Confused? Not that I'm aware of. Oh, you mean the forgetting and the rambling and the weird dreams. I have become a glowing ball of light, you know. This could be perfectly natural for someone in my condition. I deserve it. It's my fault after all. I dropped the tablet, slipped right through the fingers I no longer have. I broke it. And if Jocelyn hadn't tried to help me, I'd be the only one cursed. But maybe Druid Finis will save us. Druid Finis, and you. Let's head back to Fawn's Thicket.
Such vibrant greens, such rich blues. I've never seen colors so resplendent before.
want to do what? No, think it through. Flammable tree bark over here.
But this will go faster if we break up the fire shard. More shards mean more heat, and...
The adventure.
I hope Druid Venice knows what he's doing. Just be careful of that fire shard. I've seen what a single spark can do to a forest, and I have no desire to become a bonfire. Damn it all, I don't want to be a tree. What's it feel like? Like I'm turning into a tree. My bones are stretching. My skin has turned to bark. My feet are growing roots. If I stand still too long, I'm afraid I'm going to become planted. The druid has to break the curse. He has to! Octon's a ball of light. How do you expect he's doing? He's getting more confused with every passing moment. I suppose I'd find it hard to think if all I had for a head was a pulsating sparkle. Hey, could we get on with the curse breaking now?
I think I'm finally mastering this floating thing. I can mostly go where I want now. Except when the wind blows. Still need to get the hang of dealing with a strong breeze. Oh, hi! What were we talking about? On a sprite? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's not as bad as I imagined. It feels like a great weight has been lifted off of me. But that could just be that I'm so much lighter now. No flesh or bones, see? But poor Jocelyn. She looks awfully sad. Jocelyn has never been fond of nature. She prefers the indoors to outside. Hates the bugs and the dirt and the weather. I wonder if we could plant her in a building. That might make this more bearable for her. If we can't break the curse, that is.
You gathered the fire shard and the sap from a sacred tree. Very good. Now we have what we need to perform the ritual. We just need to find the right spot to perform the ritual. And I'll need your assistance. These two are in no shape to help. Not far. I'll show you. We need to go to the spot where they found the tablet. Once we return it, we can set about restoring it. The ritual won't be easy. Nothing about curses ever is. Just one more detail, and we can get on with this. The items for the ritual. Give them to me. Then I need you to go on ahead and clear a safe path to the spot I marked on your map. I'll follow with Jocelyn and Octon when the way is clear, and prepare the site for the ritual.
Octon, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. It's just... I'm scared.
Don't worry, Jocelyn. I literally forgot all about it until you just mentioned it.
You were there? Did Indania really rise from the dead?
Do you have time to help some? Well, fawns aren't exactly defenseless creatures, but they are in danger. Just because they're intelligent creatures doesn't mean that they don't need help. The herd is suffering because a wolf pack moved in. The great beasts are eating every creature in sight. It's only a matter of time before they eat the fawns too. No, definitely not. I want someone to take these fast-growing seeds and plant them throughout Fawn's thicket. Fawns love the taste of the berries, but wolves can't stand them. I can offer a reward if you're inclined to assist me. I'll mark the places in Fawn's thicket where you should plant the seeds. Once the fawns start eating, the wolves won't go near them. They really can't stand the smell. We'll be planting seeds as well, but we'll stop by to see how you're doing. The fawn herd has lived in this location since before druids settled on Galen. Even Druid Medena chose this thicket to study them. Besides, I adore them. They're smart and playful, like little Mohair here. Oh, watch out, he might try to eat your pack. You haven't heard of her? She inspired me to become a druid. She's an elder now, but in her youth, she came here to study the fawns. She learned so much about them, how they interact and how clever they are. Her love of fawns became mine. The truth is, until she came here, no one knew much about fawns. They were mainly seen as cunning pests. She was the first druid to really delve into how the herds worked. I believe her efforts resulted in fewer fawn deaths and deeper understanding. There was an incident with his herd. The guards outside Vastir thought that the local fawns were attacking them. They weren't. Still, Mohair was the only survivor. Fawn herds are close-knit families. They wouldn't just accept an outsider, especially not one who's small or weak. Still, Mohair helps me convince stubborn outsiders that fawns aren't terrible creatures. He's like an ambassador to Man and Mer. I'm probably more like a bossy sister. We get along, but he still tries to irk me when he's bored. I keep him out of danger, but I can't control him. Especially at this age. He's more rebellious than I was in my youth. The wolf pack's usual prey was decimated by a blight last season, so they came here to hunt. They're starting with smaller prey, but it's only natural for them to hunt the fawns next. I want to keep that from happening. Hey, I'm a druid. Knowing this kind of nature stuff is sort of part of the job description. Those seeds grow exceedingly fast and produce berries that Mohair loves. Wolves, on the other hand, hate the way they smell. Just a whiff makes them run.